meet Martin Luther, a priest who lived during the Renaissance. He achieved several things during his life. He translated the Bible into German, created Lutheranism, and most importantly, sparked the beginning of the Protestant Reformation. Martin Luther was born in Eisleben, Germany in 1483. His parents were peasants, but his father was a successful ore miner and wanted his son to become a lawyer, so he sent him to school at age 7. At this point, he had been raised to be a devout Catholic. Eventually, he attended the University of Erfurt, and it seemed certain he was going to become a lawyer. But one day, a huge storm came, and Martin Luther promised to God that if he survived, he would become a monk. And he was, so he decided to keep his promise. He eventually became a Catholic priest. At a point, the Catholic Church had become extremely corrupted and was selling indulgences or freedom from your sins in a way to make money, and this made Luther extremely angry. In protest, Martin Luther wrote a list of 95 complaints called the 95 Theses and nailed them to the church door. This was the official beginning of the Protestant Reformation. But why is it called the Protestant Reformation? Protestants were what the church officials called the people who protested against the church. It was called the Reformation because the church was being reformed. Gutenberg's printing press was also a big help during the Protestant Reformation. It helped spread the 95 Theses all throughout Germany. Eventually, the church sent Luther a letter, asking him to stop and to take off the 95 Theses from the church door. But instead of reading the letter, Luther burned it, and this resulted in him being excommunicated. Luther was then accused of being a heretic, going against the church, and went laying low with some of his friends. After hiding for a while, Luther established the very first Protestant branch of Christianity, and he called it Lutheranism. But what was the difference between Lutheranism and the original Catholicism? First of all, Lutheranism believed that the Bible was the ultimate source of authority. However, Catholicism believed that only the church officials were allowed to interpret the Bible and were the ultimate source of authority. Also, Catholics believed that you had to do good works to balance out your sins. However, Lutherans believed that being faithful in God was enough. Lutheranism thrived and spread, and other Protestant branches of Christianity were formed. But eventually, the stress of being a fugitive and disease overtook Martin Luther, and he died in 1542. However, Martin Luther's work was not forgotten. It continued to spread and heavily impacted the Protestant Reformation. So all in all, Martin Luther was an extremely important man of his time. Thanks for watching.